make sure that you do not devour the development spending because you limit capacity for future growth. That logic is still there. That's why we are saying those interventions is to protect the development expenditure. Because once you devour development expenditure, it means that you limit yourself in terms of future capacity for growth. That is why we are talking about interventions, to make sure that we safeguard some of these issues. That is why we really need that balance. But we go back to the trilemma. We go back to the trilemma. That is, I don't want to call it trilemma. I just want to say it is a major problem. It is one problem, but with 3 dimensions or with 3 faces, isn't it? We want more revenues to spend. But how do we raise more revenue to spend? It's either through taxes or debt. The second problem, you have a limitation with how much debt you can carry, isn't it? The third one is that since taxes is the only one that is left now in that space, how much taxes can you raise? We also have resistance in terms of taxes. So what we are trying to do, and to answer your question, is that we are moving in a direction where we want to make sure that we have domestic resource mobilization that is amenable to the development space that we want. And we want to make sure that we limit our tax expenditure to build up a revenue base or a tax base, and also reorganize. We are trying to reform all dimensions of taxes to try and see how we can raise revenue. Mostly looking at the hard-to-tax economy, and this is some things that we are going to talk about. So in a sense, we are conscious about that. Half of the work that we do is how do we support development spending? How do we create that balance?
Okay. Buenos dias. My name is Noki from KTN News. 2 questions. The first one is, you've spoken about policies and a wider approach towards reforms. It's not just